What's up, YouTube? Today I'm doing my 2025 New Year's New Me, and I left a bunch of things in 2024 that will not be coming with me to 2025, that's for sure. But on the game plan of 2025, believe it or not, YouTube is in my top 5, that's gonna be something I'm working on the hardest. So gardening artwork, YouTube, family gardening artwork, YouTube, and then, all the other stuff that doesn't involve wasting time. It's like, basically, 2025 is gonna be my break year. That's what I've been telling myself. I said, struggle 2024, break bad habits, get to 2025, and let's break and run, to 2026. So, basically 2024 was a rough year for me. I started the year, I had a shit job. I really didn't know what I was gonna do. I had this YouTube channel previously, but I didn't really take it serious. And I don't know why. Like, I should have been doing a lot more videoing when I lived in the city, that's for sure. But basically, I wanted to take 2025 and turn it into the year of prosperity. I'm gonna have the best garden I ever had. I'm gonna work and tweak everything that's the garden related so that the following year is perfect run, and that's gonna be awesome. My investments, I'm going to keep investing. I have a strategy that I've been working on, and it seems to be doing well. And I also plan on spending more time with my family. It's been almost a year and a half since I took a week vacation, like literally from my part-time job, from all the little side projects that happen. And I only did like more or less just 3-day trips. Next year I have a few vacations that I'm gonna be going on. But the good part is I'm bringing in my artwork, and you're gonna see me drawing in some other places. I'm bringing the tripod, bringing this, keeping it simple, a couple pens, and I'm still gonna be able to make some shorts while I'm on vacation and do all that. I really wanted to learn how to, it's hard to explain, but basically narrow down the amount of things that I do and focus on a few. And 7 years ago, if you met me, I was doing 20 things, and it was just my ADHD. I was like, let's do this, let's do that. And I was spending my money on bullshit. I had cars I was building, and I was spending my money on everything but saving. And it bites you in the ass, but if you didn't spend money, how would you learn to do stuff? That's like the catch-22. It's like, you want to become a better gardener or artist, like you're gonna have to get better pens, better paper, better materials. And it's just like, I look at all that as a learning experience. And now what everybody should be doing is prioritizing stuff and try and not spend as much money on meaningless stuff, because to be honest, you sleep a lot better when you have a rainy day fund. Now, as of 2025, I will be gardening heavy. I will be more involved with the gardening community. I will have less time to waste. 2024, I did waste, I would say 10% of my time, maybe even 15. I wasted not so much wasted time. I just should have prioritized it a little better, and I could have been a step or two further for the start of 2025. But it's like, at some point you got to step back, enjoy life, and enjoy other people. Over 2024, I really became an introverted person. Like, I just like I like I like hanging out in my room and in my garden. If and you know, it's people are very negative for the most part. It's not it's let me rephrase that. It's not that people are really negative. Some people are really negative, and all it takes is one bad egg to like ruin your mood, you know. And unfortunately, those people are unhappy with themselves. So when they see someone else trying to get out of a shitty situation, they sit there and they look at you like you have four eyes, you know. And it's like, well, guess what? I'm trying. So judge my effort, you know. And you know, when people like that see someone working on their self, they do get intimidated, and a natural reaction to that is to criticize them because they don't know what else to do. It's harder to say good job than it is to. It's easier to tell someone a bad job than it is to tell them a good job in this society. And you know, it's like I really came to the conclusion what's not special to me might be very special to someone else. So always go about your day as if someone does something and they're proud of it. You got to remember that that could be like the start for them, like the spark that starts the chain reaction, you know? And you just need to like be more supportive for people. And you know, it's I could go into like about a lot about how I feel like I didn't have enough positive reinforcement in my life, but you know, it's I'm not even getting into that. It stops with me. It stops with me being like I'm not gonna, you know, it stopped. The chain breaks with me. I'm I'm a person that's stopping the downgrading and all that other stuff that comes with being a human, you know. I'm gonna just press for this 2025 is gonna be a year where I help other people get up and, you know, help them work on their mental state and help them feel better. If you're reaching out for my attention, as long as you don't take up too much of it, because you know I have my own stuff to work on, I will. I will help. I will sit there and talk to you and, you know, give my perspective if you want to hear it, you know. But basically, for the 2025, I'm breaking the chain, and I'm gonna run into 2026 with a hard hat right into the freaking wall, you know, and break right through it. And 2026 is gonna be the year where I really think it's gonna be like the biggest year for me, you know. I think my YouTube channel is gonna be great. I wanna more or less just continue my involvement with the YouTube community, my gardening community, artwork, you know. I do plan on getting another tattoo machine. Not this year, but 2026 I want to get back into like practicing tattooing. And you know, the reason I stopped tattooing was I felt like I didn't have enough time to design, you know, like when I make artwork on my pad and stuff, this is me. I make this artwork. This isn't on a tablet, and this isn't someone else make me a butterfly and I want it this way. That's why I kind of stopped tattooing. But you know, realistically, I have a bunch of tattoos I want to do on myself, you know. and basically I already did I tattooed myself. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tattoos on myself. And you know, I would say for the first one, the second one, and the third one, they were okay, but after that, they got way better because I started learning a lot on myself, you know. But basically, we're gonna get into 2025 with a great start. I will be starting all my seeds in the basement in about 2 months, so that gives me 2 months to save up for a grow rack, which I have the money, but you know, it's like one of those things is I put $30 today, $30 this week, $30 the next week, you know, and you times 8 by 30, you have your money to build a grow rack, you know, and it's just like, I really didn't want to spend any more money on gardening stuff, but you know, I have a shopping cart full of fig cuttings that I want to buy, and it's cheap, you know, but it's still like, you know, I wanted to save money so that I can build a farm stand this year and build a large raised bed. That's like something I'm gonna have to do this year. I need to set up a trellis system for my tomatoes. Last year, I ran into the problem of them getting too tall, so I think I'm gonna do 12-foot T-posts and then the conduit in between the PVC elbows, and that way I can get my tomato plants 10 foot up, and then they can fall down, go another 10 foot if they want. So that's like 20 feet of tomato plants, and that should get me through the whole growing season if I did my calculations right. And that's pretty much it on that. And I built a bed for the cucumbers because my cucumbers got murdered this year. The sun destroyed them in the spot. So I moved them into a different bed, and flawless harvest. You know, I was harvesting buckets of cucumbers this year. Just it's a lot about position, you know. So that's gonna be another thing, is fine tuning. It's gonna really 2025 is gonna be the year of where I fine tune my life, you know. Save as much money, just, you know, just in case like a nice house comes up or a nice piece of land. Realistically, I would like an acre for myself. I would like to do chickens and, you know, a nice acre of land that's grown properly and super efficient. But as of right now, my dad has heart problems, my mom has heart problems, and you know, it's too much for my dad to take care of the house we live in. So I'm here and I do all the stuff, and basically my dad's responsibility is to mow the grass during the summer, and I handle all the other stuff, the mulching, the cutting back trees, the weed whacking, the edging the whole yard, you know, all that other stuff. There's always something going on around here, and basically that's why I'm mostly here. And honestly, I think if I do decide to get land, it's probably gonna be bought off my father, because I want my side yard, and I would love to do a pumpkin patch and stuff like that right here in Langhorne. I feel like I don't ever want to get to the point where it's like a company. I want to keep it to like one-man farm stuff, you know, kids help out, maybe have a worker during the busy parts, or if I could, you know, like this is just where I got. And I'm gonna continue making artwork so that like when I'm not out in the garden during the winter, I have this to keep me busy. You know, winters are hard for me. I get really weird, you know. It's just like I feel some type of way, like I'm not doing enough. You know, I'm just working my part-time job and drawing, and the days just become like a blur, you know. They all just pack together. Yeah, well, I mean, so yeah, 2025, it's gonna be a good year. I feel it. I really do. I really do. I really feel like 2025 is gonna be the year where I break out of being normal, you know. Like I want to be a content creator. I want to have a really good investment portfolio. And you know, I'm doing the no buy 2025 thing, where I basically don't buy anything but necessities. And you know, I pretty much wrote down like everything I'm gonna buy for 2025, and it's not much, like maybe under $1,500 worth of stuff. All the rest I'm just gonna save and save, and hopefully I can finish the year off really well, and that's the goal, you know. And you guys should probably follow, because I don't know how many other people are in the same boat where they're strapped for money and they're kind of running the hamster wheel with no end in sight. And that's where I really was, and now I'm starting to see some positives. It took a while, you know. It took me like 3 years to get to this point, but I mean, if you would have told me 3 years ago I was gonna change my life and do this, I would have said no. And then, you know, it comes fast and it's awesome. Well, I just wanted to say thank you guys for following my channel. Thank you for the 4,000 subscribers, and also thank you for all the comments and the motivation that you guys have been sending me. It means the world. You know, it helps me get through my days, and if you guys want to talk or anything, you know, my comments are always open, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a really happy, healthy, and just a really good 2025, and I hope everybody else gets to maybe change something that they've been meaning to change for a while, or, you know, just break an old habit. And for that, I just want you guys to smile and, you know, do something you normally don't do. And remember, save your money. And if you want to buy something big this year, just think about it. Don't just go out and strap yourself down with money, because I'm telling you, those possessions aren't going to change your life.